Welcome to the 45th episode of Season 10 for Eagle News for Tuesday, November 22nd, 2016.
Welcome to our Thanksgiving broadcast.
My name is Macy.
And my name is Kate.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Video report. Are you in the band?
No, but I've heard they're really good.
Let's watch a video of the concert and listen to the great music.
Roll the clip. Headlines.
Coming after Thanksgiving, there will be a raffle of epic proportions.
What do you want it to be?
A mall certificate, an Xbox, a PS4, a gift card, or an
A
iPad.
mall gift card?
Yeah! I know, that's for the
Maybe a
girls.
gift card to Apple?
Oh yeah, those are good too.
I love that story.
Ooh, big drawings.
You get to pick the prize coming next week.
Also, make sure to thank your teachers for all the work they do.
Lunch.
Today for lunch there is
A special Thanksgiving meal.
a chicken sandwich,
And Domino's.
and like always, your assorted fruits, veggies, and choice of milk.
Video report.
Everyone knows that a big part of fall is football.
And here in Ohio, everyone's favorite football team is the Buckeyes.
Oh crap.
And the Steelers.
Not the Steelers.
Apparently.
But I got my new shirt.
It's beautiful.
It's a Buckeye.
But some of you don't know how to be a Buckeye fan this football season.
So, Emma from Eagle News made a video on how to be a Buckeye fan.
Roll it.
Rule number 1, wear lots of scarlet and gray. Go Buckeyes! Rule number 2, love Brutus Buckeye.
Go Bucks.
Rule number 3, go crazy for the Buckeyes.
Touchdown! Woo! Yeah! Woo!
Rule number 4, strongly dislike Michigan fans. Number 5, always correct people. Remember, it's not Ohio State University, it's the Ohio State University. OH.
IO.
Rule number 6, always bring up OSU sports. What about the Cubs winning the World Series?
Do you remember when the Ohio State Buckeyes won the national championship 2 years ago?
Rule number 7, always go to the shoe on home games. Rule number 8, once a Buckeye, always a Buckeye.
Birthdays.
Famous people celebrating a birthday today are
Scarlett Johansson
Haley Baldwin,
and Mark Ruffalo. You say you do.
Eagles who are celebrating a birthday today are
Madison Browning,
Shane Flanagan,
Alec Herbst.
Jason Lane. That's
Happy
all.
birthday,
Happy birthday, Eagles! Trivia! Today, teachers, we are texting Mr. Meta.
Let's go live to Logan in the library.
Welcome to today's trivia. You get 3 points for answering first, and 2 points if you answer second or third. Fourth or fifth place get 1 point. Today's questions are all about Thanksgiving. What % of Americans have turkey as a part of their Thanksgiving meal? Hint, in the tens number, for example, 10, 20, etc. Percent, yeah, percent. Again, what % of Americans have turkey as part of their big Thanksgiving meal? Hint, in the tens number.
Do you?
Yeah, I have
You
turkey.
have turkey? I do too.
Yep,
Turkey. Turkey for turkeys.
yep. Okay, number 2. When was the first Thanksgiving meal? Again, when was the first Thanksgiving meal? Those are the questions today. Text both answers to Mr. Meta all in one text. Have a great Thanksgiving. Now back to the newsroom.
Video report.
I love Thanksgiving so much.
The best part of Thanksgiving would have to be the food and being with your family.
What does Thanksgiving mean to all the people around Hyatt?
Let's go check out a video on what Thanksgiving means to Heights Eagles.
Roll it.
Thanksgiving is about getting together with your family and friends. Thanksgiving is a time to eat turkey.
It means family, fun, food, fellowship. Anything around family is great.
It is my aunts and uncles fighting.
Thanksgiving is a time to eat mashed potatoes.
It means birthday cake.
We'd be sitting at the kid table, and all my aunts and uncles would be barking and arguing about something. Now that was very comfortable to us. We were used to it.
Thanksgiving is about spending quality time with your family.
Until one year when my Aunt Carol threw something at my mom across the table. I think it was a turkey leg. Anyways, now I have quiet Thanksgivings at home with my wife's family, who's much smaller than my crazy family in Pittsburgh.
Thanksgiving to me is family.
Thanksgiving is when my family makes a ton of awesome food.
Now, don't get me wrong. I loved every minute of my Thanksgivings in Pittsburgh, and I do miss them immensely.
Thanksgiving is eating pumpkin pie.
Thanks for watching, Eagles. Bye. Where do you go for Thanksgiving?
I go to my aunt's house. Where do you go?
I hold a big family meeting at my house.
live in the library for the sports report.
Tonight in the NFL, the Raiders beat the Texans in Mexico City 27-20. In the NHL, the Blue Jackets lost to Colorado 3-2 in overtime, snapping their 7-game home winning streak. And in Pittsburgh, the Rangers came back from a 2-0 deficit to beat Pittsburgh 5-2. Since today's the last day of our week and Saturday is the big Buckeye-Michigan game, let's hope for a great game and for most of us, a Buckeye win. Finally, a big shout out to our Liberty Patriot football team as they battle St. Ignatius in the state semifinals on Friday night in Mansfield. That's all for the sports. Now back to the newsroom.
Go Liberty! Go Liberty!
And
A tsunami advisory is in effect for Japan's prefectures after a 6.9 magnitude earthquake struck off Honshu just before 6 a.m. yesterday.
the earthquake struck in the same area as the devastating 9.0 magnitude earthquake in 2011, which was one of the worst to ever hit Japan.
The earthquake also killed more than 20,000 people and triggered a meltdown in Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant.
Weather.
Let's go live to the library for the weather report.
Are we live?
Weather, go back.
Go back.
Today we're doing weather in here.
Yay!
Today the weather is cloudy and includes a high of 42 and a low of 28.
Today in Managua, Nicaragua, it will also be cloudy, but there is a high of 90 and a low of 70.
I think I'd rather steal their weather.
Why isn't that on? Why don't you go to us?
It was black.
Back to us.
Well, okay.
Oh, trivia winners.
Trivia winners. All right, everybody. We have trivia winners. All right, the answers were 80 to 90% in 1621. Actually, that was my address as a kid in Pittsburgh, 1621 El Paso Street. It's one way to remember that if it's on your quiz today, guys, 1621. All right, hey, the 3-point winners, Mrs. Streed. 2 points go to Mrs. Diekman and Mrs. Sloan. 1 point to Mrs. Kirsten and Mrs. Kern. And then half-point winners are Mrs. Sagel, Mrs. Rismeyer, Mrs. Byard, Mr. Jeffrey, Mrs. Meyer, Mr. Benish, Mr. Nicolosi, and Mrs. Dom. Now, the winner of our last 3-week contest was Mr. Nicolosi. We announced that last week. His reward came in, and if you want to see that exhilarating award, he has that in his room and will forever cherish it. I know that as a fact. He said that today. All right, say happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Back to the studio.
Thank you for watching Eagle News. I'm Kate.
And I'm Macy. The students of Eagle News in Mr. Meta want to wish every person at Heights Middle School a safe and wonderful Thanksgiving break.
Have a great Tuesday and a wonderful weekend.
We will be back on Monday for another episode of Eagle.
Tuesday,
because we have Monday off, guys.
Teacher work day.
Yay.
Bye.